And then when you bury them, you want to bury them at least 3 feet under, put a foot of dirt on top of them, then bury a dead animal, then a foot of dirt on top of that dead animal. That way if the dog does pick up on the scent, it will realize that the carcass is there, and they'll think it's a false positive and leave the hole. Also, if you want the body to deteriorate faster... Hello, how are all you xylophories doing today? I'm Wave.
Jack here. I'm Jack. We are going to be browsing through our Bikini Bottom Twitter, look at some Spongebob memes, have a good time of it. We both love Spongebob.
So starting off with number 10, we have I'm so tired now. 15-year-old me leaving school at the end of the day, 25-year-old me leaving work at the end of the day. Well, I have next year to look forward to that. Is this true, Jack?
I mean, no for me, but I mean, it would have to be leaving at the beginning of the day for most people, because, you know, I'm third shift. Gotta love being a vampire, creature of the night. But, you know, just to prove my SpongeBob nerdiness, the first one is from the episode where he gets in the commercial and the old man mistakes him because he's in the cereal box.
Oh, yeah.
I recognize you.
It's the bran flakes.
See you later, bran flakes. What a nice cereal box. And actually, the second one, I think that's the one where Gary likes Patrick more because he has the cookie in his pocket. I could be wrong. If I am wrong, please let me know, because I think that's he comes to work all depressed because Gary's hanging out with Patrick all the time.
Oh. I knew the first one. I honestly do not remember what the second one is from. But moving on to number 9, we got Ghosts Are Scarier. Me watching a movie about ghosts and other spiritual beings. Me watching a documentary about murder in my country who still isn't caught. The thing is, nowadays, the murderers that are still out there, like, most of them, like, if you do it nowadays, you're going to be caught. Most of the ones that are like, oh, we haven't found the evidence, like, it's a murderer back from, like, 1980, 1990, when we didn't have the technology.
Oh, most likely.
But if you are going to kill someone, you want to kill them vertically, standing up in a hole, because a wide 6-foot-long hole would be easier to detect on radar. And then when you bury them, you want to bury them at least 3 feet under, put a foot of dirt on top of them, then bury a dead animal, then a foot of dirt on top of that dead animal. That way, if the dog does pick up on the scent, it will realize that the carcass is there, and they'll think it's a false positive and leave the hole. Also, if you want the body to deteriorate faster, you also want to put yogurt inside it so the enzymes will help break it down and bring in the bacteria. And you also want to remove their fingers and take out their teeth to remove identification. What were you going to say, Jack?
I mean, I was going to suggest, you know, using some piranha, but I mean, that's a little bit harder to get a hold of than what you were talking about. So,
so moving on to number 8.
Superior method.
We got Cuties in a nutshell. 11-year-old in real life. 11-year-old in an anime. 11. Oh, this is referring to the Netflix Cuties. You know, I feel so bad for the person who released that, because Netflix announced it as nothing it was actually supposed to be like. I'm not 100% sure. I remember reading up, I believe the woman was from France, and she was talking about how she was exploited in the industry.
Yeah, there's a whole documentary about how exploitive and predatory those, like, children pageants really are. But Netflix, like, I'm sure you guys have seen the promotions of what the hell Netflix was promoting this as, but it's really creepy and really uncomfortable. And now this documentary, which would have been, you know, a good warning for people about why these are so messed up, just instead turned into everybody thinking Netflix is being pervy, which, you know, who knows? Maybe some marketing executive was. Who knows? I don't.
I heard she even deleted her Twitter because of all the harassment she was getting.
Well, yeah, because it's with a lot of things. People just read something, assume they know what it's talking about, and immediately like, yep, gonna do this. Are you even sure that's what it's? Nope, gonna do it.
Yeah, so I feel bad for her. But we'll move on to number 7. We're on 7, I believe?
I believe so, yes.
Number 7, 2019 wasn't all that bad.
I mean, compared to
2019, what kind of place is it? Me in 2020, remembering 2019. Good times, good times. Hey, you want to see me run to that mountain and back? Want to see me do it again?
Such a funny. Is he talking about Out Reef? Is that's why he's having good times? Good times. Which is implying.
Reef. Hey man, that's not cool.
He's kissing his freaking pillow. I think the creepiest thing that's not addressed is that meant someone was making out with Squidward on Out Reef. Who was making out with Squidward? Who was she?
Honestly, I don't think I've ever seen Squidward be kissed. Like, Not unironic, like intentionally, not like for a comedy gag or like unironically or by
Right.
accident. In all the episodes of SpongeBob I watched. Granted, I haven't seen like the new episodes past like season 7, 8, I want to say.
It's about roughly when I stopped too,
But
so I don't know.
we're here for the
You know,
good SpongeBob.
right, but do you know what's another fact you missed?
What?
Do you know Squidward's father never hugged him? Isn't that sad?
Yes, that's really sad. Okay. You know what they would say? Moving on to number 6. Um, I don't understand. I didn't understand this as a kid. Boomers, cartoons aren't realistic. SpongeBob, hurry up. What do you think I'm paying you for? You don't pay me at all. We don't even exist. We're just a clever visual metaphor used to personify the abstract of concept of thought. One more crack like that and you're out here. No, please, I have 3 kids. Oh.
What's his
Yeah,
name?
but
Gotta have his name.
your generation won't even work. So,
Wow,
don't tell me
dude,
I'm wrong. You know I'm not
we
wrong.
haven't. I know we haven't, but we haven't even started, and you're already throwing shade in that direction. Like, oof.
Okay, fine. We'll move on to me being loud as frick. I'll fix that in post.
Fudge. That's the good thing about Reddit.
Boomers. Kids these days play their music too loud. The ringtone on a boomer's phone. Oh my god. Someone at work has like a spooky like ghost like the whoo sound. And they're in an office 3 cubes over in their office room. And it sounds like he's standing next to me with it like in his pocket.
Oh God, it's
Like
like
I
why
get you
have it so
walk out onto like the floor sometimes of a factory, but holy shit when you come in here, turn it down.
right? Like, don't need to deafen the whole office. Luckily, I work in a more factory setting, so we don't really have that problem even when we are in the office. But yeah, no, it's even when you're in the store and you hear it go off, and you could just like it's not like you're in an aisle, it's ringing 2 aisles over, but it sounds like it's in your ear, and it's like, dude, are you that hard of hearing? Get a hearing aid, Grandpa.
Well, speaking of getting hard, the key holder. All right, I would have that for my car keys.
That's pretty nice. That's very nicely done. That's
Except
wood etching, right?
yeah, but I would yeah, it's burnt wood, but I would definitely not use the ones that have points
Why's that?
because one day you're going to be running late and you're going to stick your hand right into that.
Oh, I suppose. If you're running late and you're tired, you're gonna be really awake afterwards.
Oh, that was just like today. I fucking went to flip out my light under my desk, and the light rotated out, so 2 of the prongs were sticking out. So I went to flip out my light. I just stood there like, why is my finger burning? Until I realized I was making a current with my body for a solid 2 seconds.
You really lit up on your own life, huh?
I was wide fucking awake.
Was that a shocking revelation?
Yeah, who ordered eggs, Benny? Boomers, all lives matter. Millennials serving brunch during a pandemic to pay for student loan. Didn't want to get political on this already. At least on the bright side, no one in Bikini Bottom needs a haircut other than Pearl. And like that one woman fish that always wears that has like the white or blonde hair. There's not
Mrs.
many
Puff needs one
characters that
too.
have. Does Miss Puff have hair?
Yeah, Mrs. Puff has hair.
No,
I'm
hold on.
remembering her with hair.
Fuck.
Yeah, she's got hair. See, Mrs. Puff would need a haircut.
Whatever.
Wait, trick question: would Sandy need a haircut?
No, squirrels don't get haircuts naturally, and she's naturally a squirrel.
SpongeBob doesn't have any hair, or
Or
does
does
he?
he? Okay,
I asked my dad.
here's
I asked my dad. Oh, sorry. I asked my dad what that joke meant, and he's like, "Oh, SpongeBob's got to shave his armpits." I'm like, "Ah, yes, understandable. Got it."
well, here's your ticket to hell. It looks like 2020 has finally chilled out. 2020. Did someone say boom? Okay, this is referring to what happened in I can't remember what small country. It was over by Russia, I want to say it was.
Right, and they had that sodium nitrate explosion that like made a massive crater and
It was
oh
basically a
god,
bomb.
right, essentially. Which it's funny because I've heard people say like, well, chemically that doesn't make sense. Like I work at a chemical plant. Yes, it does. That stuff does not. That stuff can easily make a massive explosion like that.
People have said though, thankfully for coronavirus, only about a third of the working force was in that blast radius. Otherwise, the
yeah,
fatality and damage to people would have been about 3 to 4-fold, they believe.
yeah, which is, it's like, luckily I didn't burn my hand because, like, I don't know. I don't know a metaphor to put here, but it is a good thing, but it's still bad that we have a pandemic.
And it's a sad topic, but sadly it'd be like that. Coming in at number 1, how men sung about women in the 50s compared to how men treated women in the 50s.
Which, from what little I know about 50s music, yeah, that's about accurate. Handsome Squidward, but the 50s, it was not a good time to be a lady. Not at all.
Ooh, do you want to see my ankle? That's it, you're going to prison.
Off to prison, where you're just gonna pray and make babies and cook dinner. Have any ambitions? Go away. No
Okay, the
ambitions
pray,
for
make
you.
babies, and have dinner is what they did at home.
Well, their home was like a prison. Brought back.
Well, thank you for joining us on today's Reddit reaction. Let us know what you thought. What was your favorite post of this month's top Reddit for the r/, I think it was Bikini Bottom Twitter, for the Spongebob meme page?
Bikini Bottom Twitter, yep.
And tell us your favorite. Tell us what other Reddits you would like us to hit up. And hope you have a good day.